No, 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 no.
It has been a long time since we covered any Star Wars here on the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and with good reason. I don't watch any new Star Wars anymore, but I wouldn't be giving you my best if I didn't report on some of the news, especially this because it concerns one of my favorite characters from the original trilogy. Yes, Luke Skywalker. You've seen the headline. What else do I have to say? Before you have a knee-jerk reaction to the title of the article. Before you go flying off the rails about how they made a woman stronger than Luke Skywalker. Damn! Ladies and gentlemen, please allow my monkeys to roll the footage.
Why, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder.
You can't use that word. Only we can use that word.
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right,
that a lot.
okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
All right, as I said in the opening, we haven't covered any Star Wars news here at the channel in single-release video form in literally months. So when I saw this, I had to opine on it just because of the nature of the article. And I am not going to be watching the Ahsoka Tano series. I'm not going to be watching Mandalorian. Not going to be watching the Book of Boba Fett. Don't care. Star Wars is officially dead to me. But I would not be doing my due diligence as a pop culture commentator who is a Star Wars fan without covering some Star Wars news that pertains to one of my favorite characters from childhood, Luke Skywalker. Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka is a more powerful Jedi than Luke Skywalker. This report comes to us from GiantFreakinRobot.com. Christy Eckert, this was posted 17 hours ago.
Yada, yada, yada.
One thing I will say about Rosario Dawson, the role of Ahsoka Tano, which admittedly not a huge fan of the character, but the live action portrayal did look really good. So I will give respect to that, other than the fact that Dave Filoni seems to have an innate need and obsession with shoehorning this character, even though she's died twice, into every single project. Next to his father, Anakin, Luke Skywalker is often revered as the pinnacle of a skilled and powerful Jedi. However, in the recently released Disney Plus original documentary Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian, Dave Filoni revealed that Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka is actually a more powerful and accomplished Jedi than Luke Skywalker was at that time.
What?
Knee-jerk reaction to this would be, she's more powerful according to Walmart cowboy hat wearing soy boy Dave Filoni, who is nothing more than a Kathleen Kennedy stooge. I'm sorry, but he is. He's a yes man. He's not Jon Favreau, and he does not have the spine that Jon Favreau has. Dave Filoni loves this character of Ahsoka. He created her. So I just feel like he's kind of projecting because he wants this character to be the most important piece in the Star Wars universe, which I don't ever think she'll be, even though she does have a considerable fan following, but still. All right, I had to put the headphones on. We're going to listen to Dave Filoni, who is not wearing his dollar store cowboy hat in this clip. Fan account Jar Jar Abrams posted a short video clip on Twitter. Check it out below. We'll listen to a little bit of this.
You know, we had a whole discussion about it would be very easy to just make him so over the top skilled, but I was like, you know, what's interesting is he's had training, but I don't know who's been teaching him sword fight training lately.
So Filoni, is talking about Luke is still developing his skill at that point. All right. In the video, Filoni explained that the reason why Rosario Dawson's version of Ahsoka Tano is more powerful than Luke Skywalker is because of the time period The Mandalorian takes place. Since the beginning of the Star Wars franchise, its timeline of events is often shown out of sequence. For example, the original trilogy that ended with Return of the Jedi back in 1983 takes place after the prequel trilogy, whose initial movie, The Phantom Menace, was released over a decade later in 1999. Filoni said that oftentimes it's hard for fans to keep the order of events straight. However, considering Ahsoka Tano was Anakin Skywalker's Padawan and Star Wars The Clone Wars means she has been a Jedi for far longer than Luke and has had much more time to refine and develop her relationship with the Force. So that's a pretty rational explanation for saying that her power set is more developed than Luke's at this point, whereas the headline would have you believe, and this is the problem with a lot of the fandom, they would come out with this knee-jerk, oh, that's what, you know, and that's why I said I wanted to read the article and present it to you in such a manner. Now, you're free to disagree with it, don't get me wrong, but this is just him saying that in this time period, Ahsoka was stronger than Luke because she had more training and had been working with the Force and training longer. When Rosario Dawson first appeared as Ahsoka Tano in The Mandalorian, it came as a pleasant surprise for fans of the Jedi. Rosario Dawson portraying a live-action version of Ahsoka was a momentous occasion because, according to the timeline, the character had not been seen since she left with Sabine to look for Ezra on Star Wars Rebels approximately 7 years prior. However, it is also one of the very few times that a Star Wars character created specifically for animation was brought into live-action medium. In fact, Giant Freaking Robot previously reported that Rosario Dawson's Ahsoka was so well received, fans can now look forward to her having her own live-action show simply titled Ahsoka and reuniting her with another originally animated character, Sabine. The fact that these two fan favorites have been brought to live action could indicate that other popular characters might pop up in The Mandalorian and on the upcoming Ahsoka show. So there you have it, folks. There is the article from Giant Freaking Robot and the explanation why the title is Ahsoka is more powerful than Luke. They just meant in that time period, not overall. Now, as I was literally in between shooting this, talking to Tony about it, we were discussing the Ahsoka character and how she's been overused. And, you know, The Mandalorian overall, if you look at it, is really mediocre Star Wars, comparatively speaking, to the original and especially the prequel trilogy. Now, we're conditioned to accept garbage as Star Wars now and say it's good because The Mandalorian was nostalgia, you know, member berries, a few good things. Gina Carano was one of the best things to come out of that show, and then we all know what happened there. No need to retread that. Bill Burr was, you know, fun, but overall the show was just meh. If you really look at it, like I said, compare it to the original or the prequels, it's meh at best. So, like I said, I'm not watching any of it going forward. I just want to cover this because I can speak on part of, you know, Luke Skywalker, and it's like, well, you know, fully developed Jedi Luke Skywalker, you know, a little bit stronger than Ahsoka, but at that point in time, yeah, she'd been working at it and training as a Jedi longer and walked away from the Jedi Order, whatever, what have you. I don't think that she's that compelling, though. I really don't. Like, and especially her getting her own show now, which is just another way for them to push Thrawn in, and it's like, hey, remember this, you know, from Rebels and all that. And of course, you know, the books, there was, you know, the Thrawn trilogy, Timothy Zahn. I haven't read any of them. I know a lot of people who have, though, and seem to enjoy them. EU, which I was never a fan of, I own one expanded universe book, has such a huge following and fan base. And Disney really did a disservice when they took all that out and threw it out. And then Kathleen Kennedy, of course, made the infamous statement that we don't have books and source material to pull from, so we're kind of, you know, flying blind here.
Kathleen Kennedy is not going.
Sorry, Kathleen Kennedy's not going anywhere, unfortunately. She's going to be at Lucasfilm for a while. And still, even then, after she's gone, to me, the damage that they've done to a portion of the fan base is irreparable, and I shan't be coming back. You've made it clear that you don't want my disposable income that I spend on Star Wars merch or anything like that, so I can find other things to spend that money on. But what do you guys think? Do you agree with this article just at the time frame that Ahsoka was more powerful than Luke because of the amount of training she had? Now it's your turn to opine. Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't, please make today the day you subscribe to the channel and ding that bell for notifications. Slap the like button on the way out. Be sure to tune in tonight, 8:30 Eastern, for this Monday Night Going In Raw, the flagship show on the channel. I'll be joined by my co-host, Tony Tonedeff, the assistant regional manager, Red Gaze. I'm Temple Queen, the place to be reviews. I've been here with all of you. So if I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away.